Hi everybody, happy Friday. We're going to read our storytime books and do our craft. So the first book we're going to read today is The Rainbow Fish by Marcus Pfister. A long way out in the deep blue sea there lived a fish. Not just any ordinary fish, but the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean. His scales were every shade of blue and green and purple, with sparkling silver scales among them. You can see how shimmery his scales are. The other fish were amazed at his beauty. They called him Rainbow Fish. "Come on, Rainbow Fish," they would call. "Come and play with us." But the Rainbow Fish would just glide past, proud and silent, letting his scales shimmer. One day, a little blue fish followed after him. "Rainbow Fish," he called, "wait for me. Please give me one of your shiny scales. They are so wonderful, and you have so many." "You want me to give you one of my special scales? Who do you think you are?" cried the Rainbow Fish. "Get away from me." Shocked, the little blue fish swam away. He was so upset. He told all his friends what had happened. From then on, no one would have anything to do with the Rainbow Fish. They turned away when he swam by. What good were the dazzling, shimmering scales with no one to admire them? Now he was the loneliest fish in the entire ocean. One day he poured out his troubles to the starfish. "I really am beautiful. Why doesn't anybody like me?" "I can't answer that for you," said the starfish, "but if you go beyond the coral reef to a deep cave, you will find the wise octopus. Maybe she can help you." There's the octopus. The Rainbow Fish found the cave. It was very dark inside, and he couldn't see anything. Then suddenly, two eyes caught him in their glare, and the octopus emerged from the darkness. "I have been waiting for you," said the octopus with a deep voice. "The waves have told me your story. This is my advice. Give a glittering scale to each of the other fish. You will no longer be the most beautiful fish in the sea, but you will discover how to be happy." "I can't," the Rainbow Fish started to say, but the octopus had already disappeared into the dark cloud of ink. "Give away my scales, my beautiful shining scales? Never! How could I ever be happy without them?" Suddenly he felt a light touch of a fin. The little blue fish was back. "Rainbow Fish, please don't be angry. I just want one little scale." Rainbow Fish wavered. "Only one very, very small shimmery scale," he thought. "Well, maybe I wouldn't miss just one." Carefully, the Rainbow Fish pulled out the smallest scale and gave it to the little fish. Thank you very much," the little blue fish bubbled playfully as he tucked the shiny scale in among his blue ones. A rather peculiar feeling came over the Rainbow Fish. For a long time he watched the little blue fish swim back and forth with his new scale glittering in the water. The little blue fish whizzed through the ocean with his scale flashing, so it didn't take long before Rainbow Fish was surrounded by the other fish. Everyone wanted a glittering scale. The Rainbow Fish shared his scales left and right, and the more he gave away, the more delighted he became. When the water around him filled with glimmering scales, he at last felt at home among the other fish. Finally, the Rainbow Fish had only one shining scale left. His most prized possessions had been given away, yet he was very happy. "Come on, Rainbow Fish," they called. "Come and play with us." "Here I come," said the Rainbow Fish, and happy as a splash, he swam off to join his friends. The end. There you can see he has one shiny scale left. All right, and now we're going to read Little Owl's Day. A squirrel was chattering loudly. Little Owl could sleep no more. He blinked his eyes open. Too bright to be the moon. "This must be the sun," he whispered. "Little Owl," yawned Mama, "go back to sleep." but little Owl was wide awake. Wrens were trilling sweetly. The ground was covered in flowers little Owl had never seen. Their petals were open for the sun and the bees. Moths, little Owl called, but no, these were butterflies. Little Owl thought he knew the forest well, but it seemed so different now. Dragonflies were skimming the pond. They even flew backwards. Little Owl couldn't wait to tell the bats. Snakes slid into the water, gliding among the lilies and reeds. Turtle was sunning herself on some rocks. The meadow erupted with barks and yips. Wolf pups were at play. Their mother howled, and the pups dashed off to meet her. Near Grumbly Cave, there was Bear, splashing after fish. "You're always asleep," Little Owl said, "when I want to show you the moon." "You're always asleep," Bear said, "when I want to show you a rainbow. Come." Little Owl had never been to the waterfall. At sunset, Little Owl started home. Deer bit blackberries from thorny branches. Boars were rooting around the brambles. A piglet squealed, "Little Owl is awake." "Hello, Little Owl," squealed another. The possums were only just stirring. Hedgehog was still asleep, so mice feasted on mushrooms. Stars began to glitter as the sky went dark. The moon was rising. Little Owl reached his tree. A bunny nodded a sweet "good night" and tucked into her burrow. Little Owl was astonished. She lived just below. Little Owl was excited to tell Raccoon all about his day. Then he had one more place to go. Little Owl was sleepy, but he had promised Bear that he would show him the moon. The end. All right, so we are going to do our craft. I'm going to move this a little so you can see. So we have our cloud shape, and we have all of our rainbow colors. We have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. We have our glue stick, and we have some cotton balls. So I like to glue mine in rainbow order. You can glue them however you would like that's fun for you. So I'm going to put glue on my colors, and I'm going to put them, I'm going to flip this over this way so I can see where I'm gluing. I'm going to put them on my rainbow, just like so. You can glue them as close together as you want, as far apart as you want. Remember that it is your project, and that's what makes it fun. Alright, so I have all my colors glued on. So now when you hold it up, it looks like that. So I'm going to set it down, and I'm going to glue on some of my cotton balls all over the cloud. I'm going to put a whole bunch of glue, and you can kind of stretch them and stick them on. You don't have to stretch them, you can leave them as they are, and that makes my puffy cloud. So when it is all done, our craft will look like this. I hope everybody has a good weekend. Don't forget to come next week and pick up your new packet starting on Monday, and I will see you guys then. Have a good day. Bye-bye.